Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry.
We can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Yeah, thanks Mort. And it's time for some more Planescape Torment. Now, before we continue, we've got a couple of problems. First off, we are... how do I put this? After following directions from a delightfully foul-mouthed ginger Scottish woman, we are no closer to finding out where Farod is. In fact, she appears to have directed us into a trap, although, in all fairness, there seems to be a link between our many deaths and Farod picking us up and lugging us back to the mortuary. Same goes for Collector Pox, actually. Second problem is our inventory situation. We need to get this sorted out. And we need to get it sorted out fast. So that is that 1 or 4? That could be a 1. Let's pop this up there as well. It was 4, now it's 5. Okay. And this is... While practicing, some mage students discovered a means to condense and store knowledge into a charm form. This particular charm contains the entire resource library of the famed Chiron School of Mages. Unfortunately, the effects of this charm are fleeting and the user is rendered unintelligible for a short period of time. This charm can be used to identify unknown items. It can only be used on the quick item menu on the world screen. After the charm is used, the user must then enter their inventory screen and right-click and examine each item they want to identify. The charm will only allow the user to identify objects that are in his possession. Items and other characters' inventories cannot be identified this way. The effects of this charm are temporary and must be used quickly. We have 1 unidentified magic item. We have room for 2 items here. Right. Are we going to get much more use out of this? I'm not sure. We might want to... I mean, it hasn't been taken away, so it might still be useful. In terms of leveling, we did level. We didn't get to spend our weapon proficiencies, which was interesting. And I don't know why. Mort, of course, has his magnificent teeth and headbutts and everything, and he's just fine. Okay. So, we've now found our way down into this portion of the hive. We should be looking to find someone to offload some of this rubbish onto. Sooner rather than later, preferably. However, we should keep at least 1 of each item as they may be a key to a portal. I want to keep this for us to equip at some point. And I could use this now. I almost want to wait and see if we get another magic item. Now, I almost want to backtrack, or you dropping into a fighting stance and giving me worries. Hello, you're just a generic nameless collector. So, we want to be careful around here, in case people like this become violent, because if they drop stuff, we ain't going to be picking up easily. Let's see what's in here. Is there anything we can open?
Right.
And should we? Okay, we probably shouldn't. But... So, the flooring is interesting here. Hello, you. Kuatra. Moving from box to box, this man seems to be totally immersed in counting boxes and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. He looks annoyed as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I didn't mean to interrupt. Very well. But that's okay. Ooh, that wall looks like it could do with some repair. But our main goal here is meeting people, interacting with people, and not picking up any more junk.
All right.
Let's just... Oh, come on! Seriously? Right,
up?
now we got a problem. Mort, do your stuff. The problem being, we ain't gonna be able to pick up all of their stuff.
Epoxy bastard. Yeah?
Right. And you.
Slattern.
And you as well, chum.
Don't got a bone, you witless ape.
Alright. Insult him again.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eyes. You see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, you show him, Mort. Oh, I hope
Damn
they
it.
drop something stackable. They won't.
Huh? Good as done.
Okay, Mort. Pick stuff up. And now... we have a problem.
Done.
Oh! No, we don't. No, we don't. They kindly group their stuff into one... Oh, a gift sarai. Interesting. But for now, let's just head this way, try to avoid trouble, and get off this map section. Because I believe this way leads to the marketplace. More Davos creatures. And Black Abishai. Oh joy.
I'm gone.
Look, don't attack us, pal. We're just moving on.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Reasonably true, Mort, but let's see what else is going on here. This old woman stands silently by the wall, staring off into the distance. She seems to be unconcerned with the flow of traffic around her and clutches a wooden pole from which dozens of small fish are hanging. Greetings, fish lady. Oh, hello, sir. She squints at you for a moment, trying to discern your identity. Oh my, here I was thinking you're one of me regular customers. She prefers her fish bowl. She proffers her fish bowl. Sorry, it's not prefers, it's proffers. She proffers her fish bowl. Tuna, sir? Mackerel? Sea cucumber? No fish, thanks. I did have some questions, though. Her mouth presses down into a tight-lipped frown and she stares off over your shoulder. She wants money, doesn't she? Look behind you to see what she's staring at. There's a bloody skull right there. You can see nothing of interest behind you. As you turn back to her, you catch her looking at you. She looks away quickly, resuming her staring off into the distance once more. What? Do I look familiar to you? Oh, goodness, no. She pauses for a moment. Aye, you do. Have you seen me before then? I think you are a man with your very likeness, sir. 'Twas so long ago. Tell me more. Well, sir, you see, my sight's not so good now. 'Twasn't back then either. But I thought I saw you walking past with a small group of trailing along behind you. What did these people look like? Well, it's hard to say, sir. 'Twas so long ago and you walked by so quick like. But I remember now the way you held your head up. There was a woman following you, trying to stop you. To get you to turn around, speak to her, but you pushed her away. That would be Dayanara. And she may or may not have deserved it, depending on what was going on at the time. What happened next? Beautiful woman she was. Looked so sad, so angry all at once. She stood there for a moment, then followed along behind you just the same, hustling to catch up. You said there was a group. Who else was there? She shrugs. There was at least 2 other gentlemen with you, sir. The only one I remembered him clearly, though, was tall, thin, reeked of bub, he did. I smelled him from across the way, looking like he'd hadn't bathed in ages too. He followed you close, he did, and never said a word. Acted like the woman wasn't even there, even when she bumped against him trying to stop you. That's all I can remember, sir. Oh, we'll give her a copper for a time. How much should we give her? Well, oh, I misread that. I was like, give her a... So I'll go just for one for now. She smiles and nods at you. Thank you, sir. Of course. Farewell. Let's move before those thugs decide to pick a fight. Oh, it's Iron Nails. I remember Iron Nails. This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling about amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams of iron-shod boots. Every once in a while, she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it into a leather sling bag. Hello there. She straightens up, hearing your approach. She's smiling politely, but from her stance and the way her hands rest close to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has a milky film over it. That's close enough there, Cutter. What do you need from me? I had some questions. She nods. Ask away then. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them, spinning into the air and catching them in her palm. Iron Nails, they call me. She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting the nails? I sell them to a man, name of Hamris in the lower ward. Maker of coffins he is. Tell me more about this Hamris. There's not much to say. He's a bit chatty. He'll rattle his bone box till you're balmy if you let him, but a fair bargainer. He needs the nails, I need the jink, and that's about as far as it goes. Where is this lower ward then? I used to know the way I did, but the Davos have changed the streets around again. Don't know how to get there now. I'll need to chart a new path, and I figure the Davos will straighten things out eventually. Davos? Aye, Davos, the lady's servants. She looks at you puzzled. You must be new to Sigil. Tell me more about these Davos creatures. They work all over the city, doing the lady's will. Always building and rebuilding. Always building and rebuilding they are. Using what's fallen or torn down to make something new. The lady? Nals frowns at you. Oh, no you don't. I won't be saying anything more about her than I already have. She traces a semicircle over her heart with her finger. Take my advice, Burke. Don't go asking round about the lady. Alright, let's talk about something else then. So, we know who she are. We know what she's doing as well. Sorry, we know who she is. What can you tell me about this place? Look, Cutter, I've got a lot of work to do. The nails aren't finding their way into my bag while me spilling chat with you. Why don't you pick another Cutter's brain box about it for a while? Alright, how about something else? I'm looking for a man called Farrod. She nods. Aye, heard the name I have. Heard of a pack of collectors or so I hear. Head of a pack of collectors or so I hear it. Not sure where a body you'd find him though. You might want to try Ragpicker's Square. It's north and west of here. A whole mess of collectors can kip there. I see, and I appear to have misplaced some kind of journal. Have you seen one? Nay, I've not. She pauses for a moment. You know what's a good idea? You know, that's a good idea, it is, a journal. Maybe I'll start one of my own. Yes, it is. It's amazing how much one can forget. A journal could help you hold on to your memories. She mulls over what you said. You're right. You're right indeed, Cutter. I'll do it. I'll thank you for the idea. She smiles. All right, well, I'll be on my way then. Fare you well too then, Cutter.
Here you are, pretty little duck. Come on.
Ah, hello. Labourer. The wooden slats of these boxes are warped, allowing you to see inside. The boxes hold rotting sacks of grain. Well, that's not good. Hello there, fella. The finest steel in all of Sigil, you say? Well then. This dour-faced old fellow appears to be selling various hand weapons. Ah, come on over then. Come to see my blades, have you? Yes, I have. Could I sell you an assortment of metal crap that has in the past been used to inflict injury upon people? So, rusty dagger, poor quality stiletto. Oh god, that is terrible. Speak to... Yeah, that's just a really bad dagger. Okay, well, we don't need that. Jagged knife, iron spike. Basically the same as a slightly heavier dagger. Poor quality mace. Oh, penalties to hit. Okay. Poor quality sledgehammer. Antler axe. Oh, now that's a warrior weapon if ever I saw one. Oh, d6 plus 1 damage. Interesting. That is slow and heavy. Okay. Iron knuckles. Yeah. Fist irons, which we already have. So 2 to 4, 1 to 3. Okay. So we're already at the higher end of that. Hammer. Not bad, actually. A maul. It's some kind of inferior hammer. Battle axe with an oddly crescent-shaped head. Very sort of Indian. Fairly standard battle axe, okay. High quality stiletto. So normal dagger stats. Actually, no, the speed is slightly better. Green steel knife. Okay, we've got one of those already. Green steel dagger. Now that is quite good. We might want to look into picking that up. High quality battle axe. Okay, oh, that's plus 1. That's a magic weapon, basically. High quality sledgehammer. Okay, again, pretty good. But we have a jagged knife, which we can easily part with. A hammer. Yep, we can part with that. Mort, what do you got that we can sell? A rusty dagger? Sure. Oh, it's scrolled down to the bottom of his as well, okay. And all this jewellery we should probably hang on to and try and find a merchant more appropriate to sell it to, because if we clutter up this merchant's inventory with it, I don't think this game clears merchant inventories or updates them, so yeah. We could pay to identify something that will cost 100. Is it worth it? Possibly not. Let's hold off. And where the flippers the map? Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
I can't afford to get cut off.
Wait, more fish? This toothless old crone reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide pink smile. Fish, my child? Fish heads, mayhap? No fish for me, but I did have some questions. She shakes her little wrinkled head. No answers have I. Only fish. Very well, well, what do you have to offer exactly? Why, fish, my silly child. Fish of all sorts and fish heads for those too short of jink for the whole ones. Teeny tiny fish heads. Teeny tiny fish heads, yeah. Right, and where do these fish come from? Oh, they're brought to Sigil from all over the plains, my boy. Would you like some? I sell only the heads. Should you be short on jink? I don't need any fish at the moment. All their heads. Farewell, lady. Giskel sells cloth, okay. Labourer. Oh, lim-lims. Want to be careful with lim-lims. Yeah. Wait, did he say Toledo blades? As in Toledo in Spain? Profira. Craddock. Oh, yeah, right. Well.
Try these spices, sir.
Hmm.
You can just taste them.
Goa. Sorry, Gawa. Where do we want to go from here? Right, Mort. You should probably use, say, one of these on yourself. There we go.
I'm gone.
And then we have a promise to keep. Oh yes. Ash Mantle looks like another... That's not a collector, that's a dustman. We must gather our party before venturing forth. I know, but it's not even Baldur's Gate. Although... Oh wait, where does this one go? Further south? That's interesting.
Come on off with you there, let's go.
All right.
So, we were instructed to head up this way and just hope we don't get attacked by any more thugs, or we'll just have to deck them. Oh hello, he looks like a hard bugger, doesn't he? There's a blooming centaur. Of sorts. Oh, hello.
What's up, Chief?
Mort, you know what to do.
Got a perfectly good waist of arms and legs.
Right, get him.
Slattern. What's the word, Chief? Okay.
Right. And you...
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eye. What's up?
Oh yeah, you tell him, Mort. Get him all riled up.
Got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has.
Alright. Battle is joined.
Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, you two, run at him. Don't let him get away!
Damn.
Alright, that's like it. Got him, and his money. Now if the rest of you could kindly, you know, avoid attacking us, that'd be great. Know what I'm saying? And these guys have got red outfits on. I don't know if that's important. It probably is at some point. I seem to remember being able to pick a fight with them and them being part of some dodgy faction or other. So, did you hear that? I think I heard that. Hello, lady. You don't have a name. Damsel in distress. Oh, this looks familiar. It's a trap! You see a pretty young woman. Her hair is in disarray and the bodice of her dress is torn. She looks about in desperation and then notices you. Greetings. She runs up to you and grabs your arm. You notice the front of her dress is stained with blood. Help me, Cutter! Please! They're killing my sister! She begins to tug on your arm. Who? She looks around wildly. This drunken man who followed us from one of the taverns. We thought he meant no harm. Please, Cutter! There's no time. Help us! Wait. First you said they were killing your sister, and now you said he is killing her. Which one is it? She stares at you, unsure what to say. I'm distraught. I made a mistake. She glances at the blood that stains her dress. Please, help me, Cutter. Examine the blood on her dress. You glance down at her dress and look at the blood. Although it does appear to be real, it has completely dried. It must be hours old. That blood is hours old. What are you up to? You see her eyes flick to the bloodstains, then back up to you. You think you can hear a hint of nervousness in her voice. You're mistaken, Cutter. Please help me. My sister lies dying while we tarry. I'm going to go for bluff here and hope our charisma's good enough. You're up to something. Tell me what's going on or I'll kill you. She looks into your eyes, then glances at the scars that cover your body. She swallows nervously and you see her pale before your eyes. I'm supposed to lure people into an alley nearby. They're waiting there to take your drink. She looks at you apprehensively. Let me give you some advice. She gazes at you in silence, then nods her head. This is so true. It's so true, but even so, should I give her advice to help her here? I don't know. Don't pick someone like me as your mark. Choose some drunken fop who looks like he's never seen a battle in his life. She nods once, curtly. And make sure he looks like he has more than a couple of coins to his name. Now get out of here! Now, which alley did she mention? Into an alley nearby. Well, let's go fuck them up so they can't do this to anyone else. She nods curtly, then backs away from you. She hesitates for a moment and turns to leave. Thank you, Cutter! She sprints off. Now, into an alley nearby, eh? Is this the alley of which she speaks?
Have you got the kid?
Oh, hello.
Huh?
Mort, do your stuff. They just bloody teleported in out of nowhere. That's
Don't
cheating.
got a bone, you witless ape. What?
Yay. Say hello to him too, will you?
Don't got a bone, you witless ape.
Give him a skull surprise.
Plain swine.
Come on, Mort, you can do this.
Don't got a bone, you witless ape.
Oh yeah.
What's up,
Mort,
Chief?
you're not helping. Nice.
I'm gone.
Ugh, rat's tail
Have you got
charms.
the kid?
Well, you know what to do. Send it across.
What's the word, Chief? Okay.
Okay. Right. Dirty rat charm, only usable by thieves. Okay, okay. Give Mort the dirty rags. We've got cleaning rags and rags. Oh, they are different. Oh, okay. We may need... Send him that. There we go. And for experience, it's quite a way before we see another level, okay? Quite a way. Oh! I want them both of you there. Shh, shh, everyone. You hear that voice? That is the voice of Homer Simpson. Also known as, what's it, Dan Castellaneta? Yes. He literally voiced the bloke yelling, "Come on in and see the burning man! He's on fire!" Hey you, starved barking dog. We've got unfinished business with you. This wild-eyed man is hunched over, barking and howling at the top of his lungs. Beneath his thick matted hair you can make out a series of strange tattoos. They run the range from screaming faces to bizarre geometric shapes to what appear to be lines of verse. He's almost naked, but the dirt and filth covering him gives him the semblance of modesty. Greetings. If we bark and howl back, we start going like, more symptoms of madness, like talking to the zombies, so let's not do that. But we have unfinished business. The man whirls on you and gives a low growl. He draws out the growl for a few seconds, then starts barking violently at you. In the distance, you can hear answering barks. We could snarl back at him, but I said greetings. The man's bark ends in a snarl, and he leaps at you. If this is how you want to die, Wolfman,
What's up?
let it be so. Right, Mort, let's see if he can understand any of your
Your
insults.
face is just begging to be kicked.
Somehow he can.
You see that?
Have you got the kid?
I'm gone.
Now, we should be looking for 2 more of these sods.
Have you got the kid?
Seeing as there is... Sorry, there's a harlot and an angry hive dweller. Maybe she overcharged him? Who knows? Hey you. dog. This is... yeah, the same conversation, okay. Well, we're gonna fight you too then.
Yeah.
Mort, give him his penalties.
Alley bred dog.
Die.
Good as done.
Nice. Oh, gotta do it this way.
All right.
And then we want to find a third one, but we also want some space. Oh, hello, you. Thank you for making... oh, there's more than... oh! Oh, damn, have we been picking fights of the wrong ones? Greetings. I've... no, okay.
Huh?
Get him, Mort! Say bad things to him.
Filthy stinkards.
Wait, barking wilder? Oh, is he the one we
that?
talked to if we want to join the faction? Maybe.
Good as done.
Well, we do need to make a little more space. I mean, what I could do is... oh... I'm going to be swapping items around a lot. Okay... and there we go, we have space for our reward. Whew. Let's head on back to the... oh, come on!
What?
Trying to make space here and you people just making it hard on me.
Stinkards. Slattern.
I'm hurt.
Poxy bastard.
Oh, okay.
I'm gone.
Want some?
Mort! Any moment now, if you please.
Poxy bastard.
Yeah! Take them all!
Damn it.
Now, if you
Damn
can
it.
come edging back, maybe get some health back along the way.
What's the word, Chief?
Now, if you three would be really nice and only drop money, that's not money. Well. Right. Can we... no, we can't. Okay. So we really are going to have to find someone to help us carry some of these things. In the meantime, we're just going to have to hope those are there when we get back. Oh well, we're just going to have to sell these to that chap in the market after all. Until we find someone better. Wait a minute. Some of these weapons... we got that rubbish wooden club. Okay, okay, so actually... yeah.
Have you got the kid?
Oh, she has very fancy hair. So, actually, I forgot to mention... oof, let's be careful and try not to antagonize these buggers here. Because they all seem to want to fight.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that there are two very popular new games out right now. And I'm not playing either of them. You know what? I'm playing Torment, you know? I don't need to play no new zombie game, because I've got enough zombies in Torment right here. Know what I'm saying? And the other one isn't a zombie game. We should go antagonize some more whores and get some new swear words from Mort. He'll like that. Hey you. Could you, like, buy some of this rubbish, please? Thank you. He won't buy the club. Interesting. Well, he'll buy that then. Mort, let's play campaign dump stuff. Interestingly, he won't buy the rings, but he will buy the bracelets. Okay, we'll sell that dagger. That. That. And we go back to the nameless one, just in case he's got any other fancy things. That we can part with. We can flog that. There's Mort's carrying one. And there we go. Now we're doing for space a lot better. A whole lot better. Although, we can probably sell that. Yeah, we're carrying one, so we can sell that. Right. Okay. By carrying, I of course meant wearing. And while I could use the run button, there's not really much purpose to it, especially as we're regenerating, and the slower we walk back, the more health we'll recover along the way. As for the other new game that came out, well, if the Nameless one could find some kind of banner to claim lordship over, then I imagine he might quite enjoy that.
Done.
But until such an eventuality should arise, and I highly doubt that it will, well, I've never really played the first Mount and Blade games either, so heard about them, heard a few people talk about them, you know, had conversations about them, never really gave them a shot myself. Maybe I should. You know, sometime when I actually have money again. For now, though, I'm just looking for things that were dropped that I would like to pick up once more.
Why not then? Just show it to me.
Here we go. Yes, so that's good. Now, is Mort going to wait? Mort's going to bloody
What's
wait.
up?
Mort, go pick
Good
it
as
up
done.
yourself. Main character bug. Right. So yeah, we had a reward to go and claim. Wait, did that open an empty inventory? Because we'd... Interesting. So, thinking about next level stat, I think is going to be intelligence or maybe constitutional charisma. But probably intelligence because we want to get 4 intelligence points for the next 4 levels. That will be at the expense of increasing anything else. The dexterity is good right now. And we'll get another point back eventually, won't we? Yeah, come on. Come on. But we have fulfilled our oath.
I'm gone.
Because you may remember that we promised the lady we would, the goat lady, goat girl thing, that we would go beat up some dog thugs to make up for them killing 3 of her friends. Something I could have probably mentioned earlier, actually, as we were Bane the sent wait. Do you, like, send things like a postman? You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully, and calls out in a high voice, "Craddock, good sir?" What? Eh? His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, dear sir, if I have given offence. He gives a slight bow. I am called Bane the Sender, full child of Dai Bane the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. No apologies necessary, Bane. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bane looks like he is in pain. But alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be that you've heard of such a man? I'm sorry, I haven't. Bane gives a deep sigh. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and, as yet, fortune has chosen not to favour me. Well, I could help you if I happen across a man. I could pass along your message. Bane's face lights up like a lantern. Oh, fortunate day for Bane and the House of Senders. Any assistance you could provide would be most welcome. If you find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall see to it you are paid for your troubles. Well, all right then. What's the message? Bane recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I am told that Craddock will know what the shipment to which the message pertains. I am told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I'll pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me find him? He is said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he is an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else other than that, good sir. I see. That's enough to go on for now. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favour you, and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. I will see to it your efforts are rewarded. Very well. Farewell, Bane, and we have seen Craddock. And not Fanny Craddock either. Oh no. Fanny Craddock, of course, famous for her world's first cookbook. Now, Sev Tai. We have good news for you. You again? The woman turns to face you, her lips peeling back in a snarl. You have news for Sev Tai? I found the starved dogs barking and penned 3 of them in the dead book.
Updated my journal.
The powers are not blind in their justice this day. The woman reaches into her spider-like hair and draws forth a copper earring. Here you are. A pretty bit it should fetch. 'Tis worth 33 coppers at least. I'm sure it belonged to one of my sisters, but she won't be needing it any more. Very well. Farewell, Sev Tai. Pretty sure I won't get 33 coppers for it, because the merchants like to rip people off. However, if we can nip back down to the marketplace, see Craddock before we end the episode, that'd probably be a good idea, right? Also, hey, see? I have enough zombies in my game. We'll come back and look at this zombie probably in the next episode, but for now, I'm wanting to get some health back, go see Craddock, and deliver a message. Also, another reason for walking and not running is it helps us learn the way around so we don't get lost. You know, back in the day, playing MMOs where you had to like go around. A good example would be World of Warcraft, right? They used to have the dungeons, and you would have to, you know, part of going to and doing a dungeon would be getting to the dungeon itself. You know, you'd find your way, head all the way there, you'd travel, right? You'd get to see the land, interact with things, experience things, learn your way around. And then they developed this instant dungeon queuing thing, right? Where you could just queue up and automatically get teleported into a random dungeon of an appropriate level with a party. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's a utility, but it did mean that a lot of people that used that so much that they then got lost trying to find their way around and literally couldn't navigate the world maps because they didn't know where they were, and were just notoriously bad at it, and I don't know why for the life of me. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like fast travel, right? I like to know my way around a place. Let's talk to Craddock. You see a huge man watching the area with a tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. He is hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Roam the marketplace. No, greetings. The man glances down at you and his frown deepens. Aye? What are you sniffing round here for? You Craddock? Mayhap. He studies your face as if trying to recall you. If I am, what be it to ye? I have a message from Bane the Sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be a penalty. By the hells! Can there be such fools that they think we can miracle it there? Alright then, your message has found its way to the right ears for all the good it'll do. What's the problem? Look around you. Craddock nods at the labourers in the marketplace, then scowls. These laggards and half-wits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs doing in half the time. Do you need any help? I'll tell you what I need. All my men are sharp for work. Jeli's gone missing since this morning. I need him back now. Jeli? Where'd he go? That hive-bred goat is probably passed out on some street somewhere by the smouldering corpse when he should be here helping us. Worthless sod. Well, I could go help find him for you, given that I saw him already. Oh, you could you? Craddock squints at you. And now why would you be doing that? You need the help, don't you? Doesn't sound like you can spare the time to go looking for him, and there's work to be done. Craddock is silent for a moment, then nods. Aye. You find Jeli, you tell him to drag his worthless bub-ridden hide here. I'll pay you for your trouble, he frowns. When you've found him. Now get something. That's an incomplete sentence. He said he was likely by the smouldering corpse. Where's that?
Updated my journal.
South and east of here. Head through the southeast gate, then head east for about a block. It's got a mess of drunks outside. Can't miss it. Jeli's must be somewhere around there. Interesting typo there. Alright, I'll go look for him. Farewell. I could open this. That seems like a bad idea. Seems like a way to get a clump around the ear. But if I keep heading this way, nice and gentle, don't run, don't antagonise the thugs, ignore Ashmantle, we can talk to him later. You know, I'll hopefully get some health back. I should probably be looking to end the episode soon. But do I want to finish up with things first? Anyway, let's go down. Okay, no, it's just the same transition. It's not a bigger one.
Alright.
Jeli was looking very spiky. He might be some kind of tiefling. Oh, that's a lot of thugs. That could be a problem. And a drunk. Okay. More whores. They're everywhere. The streets are infested with them, and hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Mort, you know what to do.
Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass. Huh?
Okay. Micromanaging the aggro.
Choke on a bone, you witless ape.
Since Planescape Torment.
Hi, Dad.
I like how this man just walks past as if we're not even doing anything scary or disturbing. Oh, now he's noticed. Hey, you. Get him there. Stab him.
I'm gone.
Oh, clock charm. Lovely. It's lovely because we can put it on a hotbar.
Come on inside. Come see the burning man. He's on the spit. You'll love it.
He's on the spit. Oh, hello, Jeli. We need you. Jeli for the spike guy. You see a thin man with stained clothes, a hooked nose, and two stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He is stumbling about and muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Are you Jeli? If so, Craddock needs you back at the marketplace. Craddock? The man's eyes widen. Ah, Craddock, my generous boss. Well, you can tell him this. He can pike off and that he's a filthy dog, a cur of the lowest sort, and Jeli's not working for him anymore. He jabs you with his finger. Tell him that. I'll tell him from a distance. Farewell, bastard. You know, we might get to do the work.
Cutter, you're gonna love
Get it?
this.
Don't you guys dare. I mean, we'll kill you if you do, but do yourselves a favour and just don't bother. There we go. Oh, hello, pretty lady. You could give us some swear words for Mort. So, Mort can upgrade his taunt 3 times, and doing so makes the save against it harder. Which is interesting, because up to this point there weren't really save modifiers in AD&D.
Come on off with you there.
Which did mean that you could play a first level Dwarven Cleric with Wisdom 18 and Constitution 19 and have a saving throw of 2+ on one of the saves. I can't remember which one it was, because they had Constitution based saving throws for dwarves. Right. Hello Craddock, I've got some very bad news for you. The bloke's a pisshead. You see Craddock. His scowls have deepened since you first saw him. It looks like it's about to crack his face in two. I found Jedi. Is that right? Craddock glances around. Where is he then? He said to pike off that you were a cur of the lowest sort and that he wasn't going to work for you any longer.
Updated my journal.
Craddock's face turns a bright red and his face cracks into a snarl. Damned be his name! May all the evils of the planes howl his footsteps. A blistering stream of insults, threats, and speculation about Jeli's family roots issues from Craddock's mouth. Hey Mort, I hope you're paying attention.
New taunts, alright.
Ooh! Mort clicks his teeth together as Craddock builds up steam. You can almost hear him taking notes inside his skull. Craddock finishes his tirade with a grunt. Damn that Jeli! You know, I'm in need of a day's work. I'll take Jeli's duties for a time in exchange for his pay. Craddock studies you for a moment. You? Ha! You couldn't. He suddenly falls silent. Well, mayhap you can. It's hard work and there's no drinking on my watch. Understood. Let's get on with it then. The work is long, but at the end of the shift you are not the least bit tired. Craddock grunts as you return. You did well enough. Here's your pay. He tosses you a handful of coins. Now get something. We have no more use for you. Very well then. And now let's have a little look in here anyway.
Can't afford to get
It's
caught
locked.
off guard, Cutter.
That's fine.
Top of the line.
I wonder if there's a job to like break into it and rob stuff.
Come on now.
That'd be an interesting possibility if there was like another side quest that tied in with that. I'm not sure there is. Ah, come on! Seriously, all we did was
What?
walk past. We have to go.
Filthy stinkers.
Nameless, notice. Mort,
What's up, Chief?
pull him in as well.
Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass.
Alright.
Damn.
Is he stuck trying to attack, blocked by... I think he was. Alright. Can we... Yes, we can. Okay. We need to find somewhere to start selling these. Also, these bronze rings, because the merchant in the marketplace will not purchase them. Is this any different to the others? No, it's not.
Come on off with you there. Let's go.
Well, let's make a little more pack space.
Come on in, Basher. We have the best blades in town.
Well met again, Cutter. Come to buy some of the finest steel and sigil, have you? Well, if by buy you mean shamelessly sell, then perhaps. Yeah, 10, that is not 33 at all. More, sell some cack, will you? We can sell these because they're not supposed to be worth 33, and I should probably hang on to that then. let's cut on back up through here towards the marketplace. Past Reekwind. We'll talk to him later. And try to... Oh, come on. Seriously? Mort, did you insult one of them again? I bet you did.
Stupid yabo. Slattern. What's up?
Alright.
Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass. You see that?
Die.
Did he just hit him for 9? With a knife? That is not right. Doesn't even have a strength modifier.
You see that?
Done.
Okay, Mort, we're raking up the kills here, but we're not really making our way peacefully through the hive. Okay.
I'm gone.
This should take us... I mean, first off, let's make sure we are exploring nicely, you know, in case there's anything we can click on. And then let's hopefully make it safely through the Valley of Dangerous Angles. Lots of Razor Angels standing around. Hopefully the gang warfare for this alley has finally come to an end. Ah, come on, Bane, we have good news for you. We're gonna make your day, pal. As it were. Alright.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass. You dog's body. You see that? Huh?
Oh, we passed his save. It has been known to happen.
Don't got a bone, you witless ape.
Oh, it's like a 20% chance. Get in there. Leave no thug unstabbed.
Done.
And of course now it's... more guest carry it. Yeah.
All right.
Is he? I bet they're negotiating a contract to, you know, sell him his body when he dies. That's what the dustmen like to do. Where is... He should be up here. Bane! My man! Let's talk. You see Bane the Sender. As you approach, he looks at you hopefully. Were you successful in finding Craddock, good sir? Yes, and I've passed along your message, although it didn't seem to please him at all.
Updated my journal.
Bane doesn't seem to have heard any word after yes, for he smiles and heaves a sigh of relief. Oh, good fortune indeed. Thank you, good sir, thank you. He reaches into his robe and pulls forth a handful of coppers, which he counts out, then hands them to you. 30 commons for delivering a message, eh? So 30 commons for delivering a message, eh? Well, fair enough. Oh, more than fair, good sir, more than fair. I can say without hesitation that there are no finer profession at all in all of Sigil than that of a runner for the House of Senders. I'll keep that in mind. Farewell, Bane.
Looks like my skills have increased.
We got a level. Alright, Mort. Catching up at last, eh? Oh man, he maxed it. He rolled a 10. Again. He's really toughening up. Okay. Saves have improved. Yeah. Alright. And we want to be careful what we're doing with our levels here as well. But I think this is a good time to end the episode. Yeah, I've been recording a reasonable amount of time and done a fair amount of content. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!